Hi, my name is Ellie, and my boss killed himself last Friday, so we didn't get paid. And we still went into work this week, but then his friend killed himself, who also ran the company, and then we filed for bankruptcy. Thanks for letting me share.
A lot of people are starting to catch on to the fact that this economy is not so great.
All right, that was heavy stuff. Buckle up, boys. You're going to need a hit for this one, metaphorically speaking. I'm actually stone cold sober right now, okay, for the past month. All right. That was heavy stuff in the beginning, but this is kind of where things are going, and it's not cool, and I don't like it. And I'm going to let my Michael Bordenero, my Michael Bordenero, I own him. I'm going to let my guy here kind of start this off, the moral of the story. And it's awesome.
And how worried people are about losing their job right now. And it turns out more people are worried about losing their job than ever before.
Why are we f***ed? This is my business.
This is intense right here.
Stores that close, I empty them out. This is my fifth one in 20 days. This store shouldn't be closing. This is why we are so screwed as a country, because you all want more of this. More empty storefronts. This is your America. You want to go outside and see the homeless camps? This is every city I go to, but you people cheer this shit on. Why don't you turn around and look at your shopping centers and you wonder why Waffle House won't pay you $25 an hour? You want top pay for jobs that are shutting down, and this is what's going on with them.
Okay. The reason I put that clip in the beginning of the chick with her boss offing herself, it's not funny. And then another dude offing himself. It's not funny. See, my dad owned his own business. He was a pretty successful guy. And he started to mess around with pills. And around 2008, 2009, he went from being Big Boss Daddy to just regular daddy. And instead of doubling down and staying focused, he did what a lot of people do. They drown themselves, alcohol, some sort of drugs, something like that. And he actually did try and kill himself. He overdosed 8 times. He liked to party. Or did he? You get what I'm saying? And that was just kind of a metaphor because this is how a lot of people are feeling right now. And I know a lot of people are bugging out, stressed, whoa. And even me, I get a lot of people, just because I do YouTube and it's oh, it's so simple. It's dude, it's just like every other fucking job. I'll talk about that in a bit. But this is something to think about right here.
Something's wrong with the job market when the most no-name company is coming out with an extensive interview process. I'm talking recruiter screening, hiring manager, technical, panel, case study, plus presentation, plus another leader talk. And they want to do all of this in 3 weeks? Are you kidding me?
Okay. My theory is what she just said about job recruiter, this, all these different people to interview you to get a job. It's literally almost as if it's to give somebody a job. Think about that for a second. It's going to make sense. Hold on. It gets better.
I ain't gonna lie, this job market is trash, dog. Last night, I was really stressing. That joint was really getting under my skin. I feel like it's playing with us. Y'all not really hiring nobody. Y'all just had that junk on the website just to show, just to be yeah, we're doing it. I don't know if y'all getting paid doing that or something like that. Y'all get endorsements, but y'all not hiring nobody, bro. Stop doing this to us, bro. We want jobs, bro.
Okay, I agree with that, dude. Because I'm someone who works a lot, and I feel like I'm kind of programmed, like a lot of you, to just work. I'm not doing enough. I know how to lay back and chill too, but it's something. I swear to God, it's like I'm programmed to do it. I'm not doing enough. But think about that. All right, what that guy just said. And this is a comment from a previous video. If you're new here, I like to I like to get you guys in here. You guys say some really good stuff in the comment section. So he goes, there are businesses that post fake jobs with no intent to hire. They do it to gain personal information from the general public so they could turn around and sell that information to other companies for profit. All right. So they got a business model within a business model, and then they have a bunch of recruiters, people that their job is to recruit people to get jobs. It's innovating stuff. No, it's riveting. And I personally love it. Anyways.
I've been going.
But it's not like people don't want jobs. This is clutch right here. This is innovating right here. Pay attention.
To school my whole life. I went to college for 4 years, graduated and everything. Why can't I get a job, bro? Why you telling me I need experience, bro, when I ain't got no experience to show you when I just got out of college, bro? Like, what's up, my boy? Y'all use TikTok for everything else. Get me a job. I want to work.
He's literally like, he's using TikTok. He's like, hire me. It's actually kind of smart, you know? But I also did say, I made a school video, my most recent video, and I basically just said college is a business. It's all a fucking business. People go to college to be teachers. People go to college to work at said college. I'm going to say it again. It's like showing up to an employer and be like, here's $50,000. I would like to work for you. Maybe. If after I graduate with all the money I gave you in 4 years from now, you'll hire me to work for this company. Think about that for a moment. Trippy shit. This is the best, though, about college, right? This guy goes, get yourselves some real skills instead of college. Even accounting is better than college. Well, you have to go to college to get an accounting degree. I'm pretty positive I could be tripping, considering I didn't go to college. Nobody wants to do that. There's a job market for it, okay? Until what this guy's got to say. It's pretty clear that the education system is starting to feel outdated. It was created back when industries were looking for workers with a specific skill set. Okay, nowadays, being an adaptable and quick to learn is crucial, especially since AI can easily take over many skills. The robots are coming. Statistics show that only about a third of students feel confident that they'll graduate with the skills they need to thrive in the job market. 34% only. And in the future workplaces, 36%. Spectacular, man. I love it. But this is why I was saying that I'm remaining sober. That might not have made any sense, okay? And what Michael Bordenero is about to say here, this is how a lot of people are feeling right now. But anytime life's getting kind of difficult for me, and life's pretty great right now, but when things start getting heavy, and especially when shit's just like, everything's costing so much and I really have to stay focused, I just go full-blown sober. And not that I have a problem with any substances, but, you know, I see a lot of people, things get hard, they drink more. They smoke more weed. I'm not sitting here trying to be your therapist here. I'm just kind of like, I'm just saying it is like a cheat code to life. It really is. I highly recommend it. Anyways.
Pay off to be a good, hard-working citizen anymore. You know, they bring in all these illegals from everywhere, give them free health care, free place to live, you know, food stamps, the whole 9 yards, things that nobody here gets unless you're, you know, making no money and basically unemployed. There's this reward system in play right now in this country for not working. And it's gotten much worse ever since the pandemic. You know, people are being rewarded for not working. Oh, don't worry, you don't have to pay the rent. Don't worry, you don't have to pay the credit card bills. Don't worry, you don't have to pay the mortgage. And now don't worry, you don't have to pay your electric bill because somebody else is gonna pay it for you. Like, come on, this is a joke. You know, and it really demoralizes people that wanna do the right thing and want to still grab their piece of the American dream, but there's less of an incentive than ever to do that because of things like this. And I agree with this woman, you know, saying that this is socialism. This is exactly what this is, guys.
I feel the same way. And like, I'm going to read this comment real fast, but this is going to make sense, okay? Think about what Michael Bordenero just said. I feel the same way he does, okay? This guy's talking about my school is a scam video that I just did, okay? He goes, bad message at the end. Basically, what I was saying in that video was, I think it makes sense to go your own way and try and do your own thing. That's a bad message. Okay. Because the other way seems to be working out great. He goes, the world doesn't run on YouTube. Yeah, it runs on Dunkin' Donuts. No shit, dude. He goes, people complain about immigrants coming in and stealing jobs. Trust the process, people. We ain't worried about them doing jobs we don't want to do. I don't want to talk for you guys, but like, think about it. Think of what Michael just said. All the free shit, that doesn't apply to people like me. And more than likely, if you're watching this video, it probably doesn't apply to you either, or either, whatever. All right? So this dude's fucking tripping, suck 7 dicks. I'm just kidding, dude. I'm not going to judge you for that one, but that's how backwards things are. I say, yeah, it's smart to do your own business. Yeah, I don't think it's good. All these people coming in and just getting a bunch of free shit. I don't think it's good. And then he's like, terrible message. I'm like, what? Government operatives. I'm just kidding. Anyways, let's keep it moving. Whatever. I don't even care. I'm not even mad at him. He went to college. All right. So anyways, this is on point though. Okay. This guy might sound like he's talking down to you, but he's actually not. This is going to make sense. He gets it. But pay attention to what this guy says.
All these Zoomers and Millennials complaining about, oh, they can't afford this and that. Well, how can you not? I can. I got a house. I got 2 kids and a wife. Maybe make your coffee at home. Maybe don't eat out every week. Maybe pull yourself up by the bootstraps, little guy. And here's a little advice to help you do it. Like how I did it. Work 80 to 100 hours a week. Get taxed $500+ a week. Can you imagine working so hard that you pay $2,000 a month in taxes?
All right, now here's where he's going to make a lot of sense. But think about that. Work 80 to 100 hours a week. Fuck that, dude. I've done it. No.
I can. This is really for all the boomers who think all you gotta do is pull yourself up by the bootstraps. Inflation. The purchasing power of the dollar. 1 ounce of silver, $27. The minimum wage in 65 was 5 quarters. The minimum wage today is about $10, depending on where you are. Averaged out. You know, I'm not Asian, but that means that the minimum wage back then is equivalent to about $28 to $30 today. And if the dollar held its value from 65 to now, I would be making...
All right, so here's the point that homie that said American runs on Dunkin' and quit complaining about illegal immigrants. This is the point that we are making, all right? His current job at $35 an hour right now is actually worth less than $1.50 if we were to base it in 1965 with today's purchasing power. But if we put it at actual inflation, he would be making $115 an hour. That is the point. You should not have to be working 80 hours a week at $35 an hour. But that's where we're at. And so when we got all these people coming in, no offense, it's all good. Hola, amigo, whatever, dude. Sapa se na bulait, all the Haitians. I really don't give a shit. But at the same time, I do give a shit. Because the cost of everything's going up, but the cost of labor is going down. But American runs on Dunkin'. Awesome. It's fantastic.
This much.
Do not quit your job. I thought it was only me, and then I'm seeing TikToks saying the same thing. No one is getting hired right now. I've sent out over 3,000 resumes, and I've gotten 2 interviews.
I hear that a lot, but according to this comment from a few weeks ago here, it goes 1,400 applications. That's nothing. He applied for 3,000, and he got 1 job, an unpaid internship for 4 months. Job market is broken. And you know what? The first couple times I heard people talking about throwing out 3,000 applications, I was like, oh, that's nuts. But now I've heard it so many times now that, and it's easy to send out applications now. You just click, 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 click. Honestly, I highly recommend you just call somebody in your phone. There's somebody that could get you a job somewhere. That's the best way to do it. Anyways, I'm just kind of blown away by that, though. I really think there's an industry. I really think, like, conspiracy or not, I think these fake job applications are some type of business in itself. You got to think outside the box nowadays, okay? When nothing makes sense, you got to go backwards. Do everything upside down. I love it.
And that's helped me with jobs. And now I'm about to lose everything that I have worked so hard for.
All right. She's going to lose everything she worked so hard for. Meanwhile, a bunch of other people are getting free shit. So there's actually not an incentive for most of us to not have a job, right? But then you're thinking to yourself, why even bother? Like this chick. We're going to figure this out. I have faith, kind of.
Going to work every day is stupid, and I'm refused to be a part of this. I cannot continue to live my life like this. This is ghetto. I'm fed up. Meanwhile, there's someone who owns this company living their best life, and I'm just a slave. I'm just a number. They don't even know my name. They don't know nothing about me. They give me little pennies. You know, here's $45,000 for the year.
But this makes sense. Remember, when we're slaving away and we think it's not enough and we got to work. Remember that while you're listening to this.
We had somebody pass away in the office. Her desk was cleared out by the end of the week. Bunch of PTO days still on the books. 401k that she's been scrimping and saving for that she'll never get to use. A pension that she was trying to earn that she'll never see a penny from. Bunch of sick time.
I'm not saying I know the solution. And people can talk shit all they want about me being a YouTuber. Okay? But apparently, from what we've learned today, information's being sold out here at astronomical numbers. And according to Google, information's the most valuable commodity there is. Don't believe me. What do you think Google sells? Look it up for your fucking self. Anyways, I don't know the answer, but I know there's a lot of opportunity to be had. It's just in the weirdest places. It doesn't make sense. And that's why people are sitting here going, it doesn't make sense. But we're going to end on a positive note. This is Sebastian Maniscalco. This is hilarious, but it holds some weight. I'll explain. This is so funny.
I was watching cartoons on a Saturday morning. My father walked in the living room. He's like, hey, go start a business. Now, father is on my ass constantly, right? He never bought us anything growing up. I come from a middle-class family. But my father told me and my sister who had what we wanted in the neighborhood, right? You're like, Dad, could we get a dog? Dog. 2 houses down. They got it. You feel like petting something? You walk 2 houses down and hope to God the dog's outside.
So that was basically just a metaphor, because I had a father who told me that you have to learn how to manipulate money and don't let money manipulate you. Okay? And it's a funny joke, but like, homie's out here and did it. He's making a lot of money from joking around on a stage, but it took a lot of effort. He's doing his own thing. And it's in a weird industry. I'm not saying go be a YouTuber. I'm not fucking saying that. Okay? I'm just saying there's a lot of weird opportunity out here. All right? I know a guy's doing a junk removal business. You know how many people are like losing their houses? Businesses are going under? Remember the thing in the beginning? The guy's whole business was clearing out giant buildings from failed businesses. Weird opportunities. All right? I'm not saying I know everything, because I don't. I'm just as confused as all of you guys. And I'm out here doing 7 YouTube channels. I'm just kidding. I only have 2. Check out my second one if you want. All right? And not everything goes accordingly all the time. And sometimes I do work 7 days a week, and I have to remind myself to chill the fuck out. All right? And I don't buy a lot of shit. I don't live in fear, but like right now I need a car. I need a new car because an illegal immigrant T-boned my car with no insurance. And it wasn't even his car. He didn't even have a license. Stop complaining about it though. See what I'm saying? But everything's so expensive that and I make plenty of money. Most people in my situation would be driving a fucking Porsche right now. With a $800 car payment. But I'm not an asshole. Even though I might seem like one in a red leather jacket. God, solid talk, man. This was a lot of fun. You guys leave your thoughts. I think it's all kind of fucked. But hey, you know what? What goes up must come down. But once you get to that, once we're at like that really low point, I don't know. I feel like we'll just go right back up. Or we'll just be fucked. I know, this is getting depressing. I'm hanging up. I gotta go.